Have you ever noticed your dog acting a little off when you're showing attention to someone or something else? Dogs are incredibly intuitive, and just like us, they can experience jealousy. While it might seem surprising, jealousy in dogs is a real emotional response. In today's video, we'll explore the top 8 things dogs do when they feel jealous. If you've ever wondered why your dog suddenly starts acting out when another person or animal gets your attention, keep watching to discover how jealousy shows up in the canine world and what you can do about it. 1. The wedge, physical interruption. One of the most common signs of jealousy in dogs is when they physically try to insert themselves between you and another person or pet. This behavior is often displayed when your dog pushes their way into your lap, nudges between you and someone else, or wedges themselves between you and another pet while you're interacting with them. It's almost as if your dog is trying to break up the interaction and reclaim your attention. This act of physical interruption is a clear sign that your dog feels threatened or displaced by the presence of a rival, whether it's a new pet, a person, or even a new object in your attention. When your dog exhibits this behavior, it's not just about seeking affection or closeness. It's a direct response to feeling ignored or unimportant in the moment. Dogs are highly social animals, and their sense of security is closely tied to their relationship with their owners. When they feel that their place in the pack is being challenged by a new person or pet getting your attention, they will often try to physically insert themselves into the situation. They are essentially signaling to you that they feel pushed aside and want to regain their position as the focal point of your attention. This behavior can be seen in various situations. For example, when you are giving attention to another pet, your dog may push their way into the middle of the interaction, standing between you and the other pet. Similarly, when you're speaking with someone, your dog might nudge in and demand to sit on your lap or squeeze in between you and the person, hoping to interrupt the connection you're having with them. It's not an act of malice. Rather, it's an emotional response to feeling insecure or jealous. When dogs act out in this way, they are seeking reassurance. They want to know that they are still your priority and that their bond with you hasn't been diminished. While it may seem like an attention-seeking behavior, it's actually a sign of affection and a desire for validation. Addressing this behavior with positive reinforcement can help your dog feel secure and learn that their place in your life remains unchanged, even when others come into the picture. By understanding the emotional motives behind this physical interruption, you can respond in a way that reassures your dog and strengthens your bond. 2. Performing unsolicited tricks. Another common sign that your dog feels jealous is when they suddenly start performing tricks without being asked. This behavior is often seen when your dog begins sitting, shaking, rolling over, or offering other commands they already know, even when you haven't prompted them to do so. This is not just an attempt to show off. It's a sign that your dog is trying to grab your attention and prove why they deserve the spotlight. When they engage in these unsolicited tricks, it's their way of reminding you of their presence and affection, signaling that they want to be the focus of your attention again. Dogs are incredibly intelligent and learn quickly what behaviors elicit a response from their owners. If your dog has noticed that certain actions like sitting or shaking often result in praise or a treat, they may use these behaviors to get back into your good graces when they feel overlooked. By performing these tricks, your dog is essentially trying to reassure themselves that they are worthy of your attention, and that they can still maintain their place in your world. It's a form of emotional communication, an effort to bridge the gap when they feel like they're not receiving enough affection. Understanding this need helps us realize that these unsolicited tricks are more than just antics. They are an expression of their desire for closeness and validation. 3. The cold shoulder, social withdrawal. Just as some people sulk when they feel ignored, dogs can also express jealousy through social withdrawal. If your dog turns their back on you, leaves the room, or avoids eye contact when a new person or another pet is introduced, it's a sign they are upset and jealous. This behavior, known as the cold shoulder, is their way of showing emotional distress. They may feel displaced or threatened by the new presence and in response withdraw to express their displeasure. While this might look like sulking, it's really your dog's way of coping with feelings of jealousy and frustration. 4. Targeted destruction. Jealous dogs may also resort to destructive behaviors when they feel emotionally upset. If your dog starts chewing or destroying items that carry your scent, or the scent of a new person or pet, it's a sign of emotional discharge caused by anxiety. This isn't done out of spite but as a way to relieve the built-up stress they're feeling. For example, they might destroy a favorite piece of clothing or chew on toys that have been associated with another pet. This destruction is an attempt to mark their territory and regain a sense of control, especially when they feel their bond with you is threatened by a rival. 5. The force gauge pull. Studies have shown that when dogs feel jealous, they can become more physically tense and pull harder on their leash. If you're petting another dog or giving attention to a rival, whether a pet or even a fake dog, your dog may pull significantly harder to get to you. This is referred to as the force gauge pull and is a measurable sign of jealousy. It demonstrates that your dog is trying to reclaim your attention and push aside whatever is competing for your affection. It's a clear physical response to jealousy, showing that they are emotionally invested in staying close to you. 6. Inappropriate toileting. Even if your dog is fully house-trained, they may have accidents indoors when they feel displaced by a new person, pet, or situation. This can be a form of protest or stress response to the changes in their environment. Dogs are creatures of habit, and when they feel that their position in the household is threatened by a rival, they may act out in ways that seek an immediate reaction from you. This type of behavior is often linked to separation anxiety or jealousy, as your dog tries to get your attention, even if it means doing something undesirable. 7. Self-soothing overgrooming. Dogs who feel socially insecure due to jealousy may turn to self-soothing behaviors, such as licking their paws or legs excessively. This type of overgrooming can be a displacement activity to manage the stress of feeling like they are losing your attention to someone or something else. Licking can have a calming effect on dogs, helping them cope with anxiety. If you notice that your dog is obsessively licking or grooming themselves when a new person or pet is around, it may be their way of managing feelings of jealousy and insecurity. 8. Selective hearing protest. If your dog suddenly starts ignoring commands they usually obey perfectly, it may be a form of emotional protest. This behavior is similar to a child giving the silent treatment when they're upset. When dogs feel jealous, they may refuse to listen to you or comply with commands because they are trying to express their displeasure. They want to show you that they feel left out or neglected, and ignoring your requests is their way of reacting to the situation. This selective hearing is a form of protest, signaling that they are feeling emotionally hurt and upset by the situation. So there you have it, the top 8 things dogs do when they feel jealous. Just like us, dogs experience complex emotions and jealousy is one of them. These behaviors are often a sign that your dog feels insecure or displaced by another person or pet, and it's their way of seeking reassurance from you. Understanding these signs of jealousy can help you address your dog's needs and ensure they feel loved and secure in your home. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on understanding your dog's behavior. Let me know in the comments which sign of jealousy you've seen in your dog or if you have any tips for handling jealousy in pets. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.